Hey there, it's Longridr. Have you got your map set up and ready to add a cave at a certain point, but you don't know where to start? Well, you've come to the right place. I'll be showing you how to use the hole tool, as well as a few of the cavern pieces, and maybe some of the alpine pieces, to craft like a natural looking cave of your own. Well, let's start. I kind of threw this together really quick. It's like a nature scene with a waterfall. Waterfalls in this are pretty hard to pull off. It's just like using a few of the effects and then water effects to create that little waterfall looking thing. It doesn't look great from up front, but if you can pull it off, then all the power to you. The first tool I'll go over is the hole tool. And we'll use this to create an entrance so that way we can get underneath the terrain and get into the cave or the tunnel or whatever we're making with the hole tool. And to use it, you just kind of click and drag, and it works almost the same way on consoles. Either way, you just create a hole under the ground, you can pass through it, you can go in and out, all that thing. And then to get rid of it, you could just hold control and then just go drag over it, or just remove the tool by clicking the option to remove it. We'll want as flat of a surface as we can get, because if we see when we click it here, it's just one square. We want to get rid of that, so we'll use this terrain set to height tool, and then we'll go right next to it. I'll say about right there, get a nice entrance going, and then boom. And this is where we'll have the entrance to the cave. So we'll go to our hole tool, and if you watch, when I select now, it's elongated, so it has like an actual opening now that we can use without taking up too much of the terrain, and it's less to work around. So we'll want to grab a few of the rocks that match the terrain right now, and right now I have it on Alpine. And if you want to see the paints I'm using, it's Rock Cliff 03, which has the same color as the Alpine, and then a mix of different grasses and dirt. So I'm using those to really blend it out into the actual terrain textures. So we'll switch back to our rocks, and we'll just grab a few medium. Let's just say we'll grab this one, and a few of, we want some mediums. Use this one, and then for above, we'll just kind of blend everything together so that way we can create the opening. Yeah, so just start moving them around. We'll make the entrance kind of go out a little bit onto the road. We don't really need to be too precise about that. And just kind of move them in position. We'll get the cavern going right now. So you want to switch to the cavern tool, and then go down to find one that matches the cave tunnel. This works for the lighter different rocks that we have. So we'll just grab all these. I guess for this, yeah, we'll give it a curve. And we'll stick the entrance right about there. Cool. And then now what you want to do is blend these rocks with the cave tunnel entrance. And we'll start copying them and just kind of blend it in with the terrain around it. So we'll take that at a certain angle, about like that. And we'll turn it all the way around. We don't want like the same rock copied and pasted. And if it is, we want to make sure it's different angles showing, so it doesn't look like you're just doing a copy and paste job. That kind of makes things look shoddy. Now we basically have the entrance almost completed. Let's see how it looks. Is it kind of blended? I guess so. You just take this, move it a little bit closer, maybe copy this. Okay, now I'll grab a few of these other tunnel pieces. We'll take this one, kind of use it in conjunction with this other one going under the terrain. Pull it so it matches up. There isn't really a good snap tool to use in this, so just kind of use your eye. It's almost better with a human touch anyways, so it doesn't look fake. So just get it to match up. We'll just copy and drag that. It doesn't matter how long you get it, but I don't think I want it actually that long, so just leave it like that. And then, do I want to put a curve? You know what, we'll leave it like this. So now that we have like a basic entrance set up, you don't have to do it this way. You can use the actual alpine rocks to create like a custom entrance if you'd like. So now for the inside of the cave, we'll find a cave floor that kind of suits the look. We're gonna cave floor small. No, is there a large version? I believe there is. We'll just use this one, platform floor, and we can kind of blend it in with the entrance tunnel we have set already. So we'll take that, drag it down about like that. To start the cave, we'll just find a decent looking rock. Let's find the right color to use. So we go to rocks, alpine. We'll keep it almost the same color as the outside as well. So I know there's a few different rocks in here that'll work perfectly fine. This one is good because we can tilt it up, down, any direction that we need. And this will make a really good roof. So we'll just stick this right here. Flip it upside down for now. And pull it up to about there. Any rock will do. You don't have to use the ones I use. It's just this will be a quick and easy method. I'll tilt this about 45 degrees that way. Copy and paste it and then flip it so nothing's the same. At least as much as we can get not the same. Take this, use center of selection. Copy and drag to maybe the opposite side, like so. Flip again, copy, drag. What we're doing now is just getting a basic layout of how we want to do the cave. I'll probably have like a waterfall right here. We'll see about the rest of it. So we'll copy this, pull it right there. There we go. And now we'll just take a bigger rock, maybe a cliff. Is there a nice cliff we can use? Maybe rock large. Take it, turn it, so that way it's straight on with what we were doing. So like about like that. Let's see how this looks. Okay, and then pull it about right there. And then we'll just copy this, tilt it so it's a bit more flat. Pull it to kind of be in flush with the rocks going up. There we go. And we'll take the cave floor and copy it right here. About like so. Maybe keep it about like that. And we'll create another layer. So pull this up. It's really good to have multiple layers with a cave. You don't want it all to be looking the exact same. For this one, I wanted an underground little pond thing. Not pond thing, I guess. Lake, river, whatever you'd call it. Stream. So we'll go just with sulfur. I like it because it's not too active. And then maybe raise this up so that way we don't have anything showing for now. Okay, yeah, that's way too big actually. So pull it in a lot. There we go. Wait, almost. There we go. Now I'll pull this up and get another little stream thing going on right here. And what we'll do is create like a small waterfall. See if we can get it to look all right in our little cave here. So like that. And there we go. So I've gotten to another thing I wanted to go over in this, which is water effects. So we'll go to lights and effects and water. And then since we're doing like a little teeny waterfall in the cave, we'll find like the perfect things that will help us achieve the look we want. Drops are kind of nice. It might not put off as much of a insane mess as these would for an actual waterfall. But we'll add these at the bottom. Let's throw one like right there. Since we're doing this, let's find the water that goes down. Is it that one? Okay, that one. We'll take this and put it just above this water right here. Maybe a little bit higher. Might have to move the lake back a little bit too. But, so you take this, and then you want to stack it a lot. So just copy, paste, and then maybe a little bit of a difference between everything. There we go. And if you want to add some more of your own like personal touch, you can throw like another nature rock on it. So let's go rocks, alpine, medium cover. So that's kind of pointy on the end, isn't it? No, not quite. Where there's the small rocks. There we go. We'll take this, whichever rock, it doesn't really matter. You could do this if you want, or just leave it how it is, but It'll add more of a natural looking effect to it. There we go. And so now we have a little small cave waterfall thing, stream going on, almost Skyrim-esque. Almost Skyrim-esque. So we'll take this, make it really easy to go down levels. Pull this maybe about right there. So I guess right here we'll add another rock to make it look like the water just kind of stops. So we'll find a good enough rock for this. This will work. Turn that upside down and kind of move it up just above the water. This is a good way to stop it because we don't have any other way to really continue water in this. Like so. There we go. And we'll find another cliff face to finish off this part of the wall. Doesn't have to be a cliff face, it could be something else. Maybe that's about right. We want some different looking rocks in between here. There we go. Copy paste. Could always link this up, like have another tunnel on the end, and then do the same method as we did here with the hole tool, and then link it up to the other side of the mountain, however you want to do your cave system. So we'll find another rock to finish off. I believe I liked this one. Is this the one I used? Yeah, we could go with it. So, don't want to do that. We want to rotate it. There we go. Pull it up. Let me make sure I got it right before you throw it in. Okay, so it's facing this way. Put this on this end over here. It's a lot bigger than I was hoping for, but it works. There we go. Cool. Copy and paste this. Remember, it doesn't matter. As long as you can walk in here and everything looks natural, then it will look like a cave. So we'll take this, copy, drag it, do almost the same on the bottom. And on this other side, we might want to do something else. So let's find another rock we can use. Maybe this large one. We could check after this to see if anything's poking up. Okay, no, we're in the clear for now. We might have to do some touch-ups after you make the cave, but that's all good and dandy. We'll take this, turn it sideways, pull it up, and let's get it to look like the water is coming through under it, if we can. Maybe tilt it down a bit. Okay, there we go. And I'll find a different cliff to use. Go with this large alpine. Once again, and then pull it. Oh wow, did not select that. Did I select the correct one? Maybe tilt it a bit and pull it till it works into position. Let's see, we'll get it to go right about there. Maybe take one of these, copy, drag it up. Maybe do it again, but this time flip it over. We're kind of shaking things up a bit here. There we go. And now we'll finish off the roof because the roof is definitely not done. I'll switch the pivot position on this because it's pretty huge. And then copy and paste it. Pull it about, yeah, about there. And then that looks like a perfect space for a skylight, which is another cool thing. So let's go type skylight. If it's called skylight, is it sky? Fake sky. Cool. We'll turn this upside down. Now it almost looks like the sun is shining through. And we'll take a god ray. Where are those? God. This one. Which one? I think one is, yeah, that's the best because you know which way it's shining. So we'll take this, turn it upside down, pull it up, kind of line it up with the ceiling. like a boot there, and then tilt it so that it's working with the beam, and there we go. Now if you want to add some small details like smaller rocks, that's perfectly well and good. Maybe have some dirt patches here. These burial mounds work good for doing that. You could just sink that in a bit. There we go. And now it looks like you have a dirt path going through. And maybe some small alpine rocks too to add some more dimension to it. Just go alpine, go all the way to the bottom. Put some different rocks here and there, like that. Maybe some rocks in the stream we have going. Might be too much. Let's move this there. Oh, my clicker's getting all weird. There we go. Now that we have a nice cave, we'll just kind of polish it up. This one's showing at the top, so we could take another one of these, get into position, and pull it up. Kind of cover the top of it. Like so. There we go. Now you won't be able to see. And then you could do anything with this, like put a cave bear. Yeah, let's throw a bear in here. Why not? Let's see where the bears fall. Animals. Ground, wild. And then a cave bear. So now we have a cave bear in our cave. I'll have to delete that. And when you put AI down, you want to make sure they can move around. There we go. We have the cave. And then I know some little touch-ups would be needed outside. There's probably some stuff sticking through, so you can replace that with different rocks that would do the trick. I'm guessing it's just because I copy and pasted these. And then fix the little holes you have, maybe. So like that, we could just drag this over. And then we'll also kind of fix the entrance a bit, because I know there's a little invisible wall on the outside. Just like that. We'll take this one, copy and paste it. And maybe rotate it a bit. Like that. Keep doing that like all the way around, because we'll want to cover up so people can't see the inside of our, like this part, because the caves have a lot of occlusion, so that way you can't see them from the outside, or like see outside from the inside, I guess is the right way to say it. There we go. So this is our finished little cave bear cave thing that we have made. I'll just do some little touch-ups here on the outside, and then we'll have a finished cave going for us. So just get some more rocks, place them, and let's do our thing. Alright, well there we go, our finished cave. I hope some of what I showed you in this will help you create a nice little natural cave of your own. Oh, got a little blooper here. Let's fix this little guy, and then we'll call it good. There we go. Well, thank you for watching. See you next time.